everyone, I'm Aria and welcome to today's speed build. So I am building a tier 2 micro home. I think I've done a couple of these before, but I don't remember when the last time was. But this one is like a little farm, like a starter farm. It is a starter home for 1 or 2 Sims who really love being outdoors and being on the beach. So this is built on the Bedlington Boathouse lot, which I've built on this lot a lot before. I really like this, like the location of this lot. It's right on the beach. It doesn't have road access, which is, you know, probably the only downfall to this lot. I really do like my lots to have road access, because if I want to add cars or a driveway, for example, I did add a car in this. It just makes more sense for them to have road access, but with this one it's not too far away from the road. I mean, I don't really know how they'd get to it because I'm pretty sure there's like a giant wall right there, but it's, you know, it's a farm, so it should have like a dirt track or something, I don't know. So I did already kind of build this when I was trying to figure out the tile size and everything. So this is exactly 64 tiles, which is the amount needed for a tier 2 tiny home. So when I was trying to, you know, figure out the layout and everything so that I wasn't, you know, wasting time, I went a little bit too far into it and ended up, you know, choosing wall paints and doors and windows and things. So I saved all of that on a little panel on the side, as you saw right from the beginning, and then basically just rebuilt it. But it's so tiny that it doesn't matter. So over here is where I have laid out all of my little crops and things. I've chosen to use base game only harvestables. I tried to do a limited pack build, which I'm pretty proud of the packs that I've used. I think I've only used 6 additional packs, like to the base game, so the base game plus 6 packs, which for somebody who uses all of them, I think I did pretty well. I don't remember off the top of my head what packs they are, but I'm pretty sure it's seasons, cats and dogs, get together, and then I think there's nifty knitting, and then whatever else there is, I don't remember. Sorry. But you can find the build on the gallery and the tray files on Tumblr as usual if you would like to download it. So I did all of the landscaping and everything before I went inside, which is what I normally do. I did include the interior in this, so for anyone who likes to watch the interior being done, then this one is probably for you. I use quite a lot of I'm pretty sure they're all base game plants that I used out here. The I don't know what they are, like the fern, giant fern things that you can see in the corners. It's got like the 3 plants. I delete those a little bit later and go with like the giant round bushes that I've already used instead. I wasn't really sure what kind of landscaping style I wanted, so I just kind of went with nice bright flowery bushes. So like I said, this is a starter home, but I wanted it more to look like it was an older kind of property, not one that's been freshly built. So the landscaping's been here for a little while, you know, it's a little bit overgrown in some places because it's, you know, older, and maybe, you know, the farm needs a little bit of tending to, so I've added like some of these little grass weed looking items, and I just wanted it to look country but overgrown in a way that it needs a little bit of looking after. So I wanted to use ivy. Oh, that was the other pack I used, was Discover University. So I ended up going with the Discover University wall ivy because I don't know why, I'd completely forgotten that I had used Get Together wall paint and was trying to limit my packs. So it doesn't make any sense that I literally then was like, oh hey, I'm just going to add another pack to this because I want to use these ivy things when I could have just you know, use the get together ones. I don't know what I was thinking. It literally took me 2.5 hours to build this, so I don't think I was rushing myself, but I guess I felt like I just wanted to get it finished. I don't know. But I did actually build this for my differences in the family tree sims. So I started out, I think I mentioned in my last video that I had started that challenge on Tumblr, but I built like a really small starter home for my sim initially when I started the challenge a couple of weeks ago, and she has just gotten engaged, so this is their like first couple's home, which I think I've called it like couple's first farm or something. I think I've titled this build. So yeah, I have built it for them, so it's been a lot of fun. I am actually like 2 weeks ahead in gameplay to what I've posted on Tumblr so far, so I might have to up my posts on there, because otherwise it's not going to make any sense for anyone who you know, goes and has a look at it and goes like, oh, you just said that they were engaged and she's not even met him on Tumblr. But anyway, so I add a lot of debug to this, which I think is why the price is quite, you know, low. I think it's just over 18,000 simoleons, this build, so I'm pretty proud of myself. I actually managed to do a, you know, budget build, because I don't normally. I end up deleting this. I add it again a little bit later because I thought, oh, I'll use a Jungle Adventure bed because it looks rustic, and then changed my mind and went with a season one because I was again trying to limit my packs. But you know, yeah, so like I said, I add quite a lot of debug clutter items to this because, like I said, I wanted to make it look like it'd been here for a little while. A little bit overgrown in some places, but overall I think it's really cute. I wasn't really sure what color siding to go with, so I went with this yellow one. I thought it was really cute with the red nifty knitting door, and on the little roof decoration thing I've used from Get Together, I think the windows got like a red and a yellow accent color in the stained glass, so I wanted to kind of, I don't know, draw it all in together. I did try and use red flowered window boxes, so these ones are debug because I couldn't afford the normal catalogue ones. So yeah, these ones are purple, but I did want to include red ones, but the red ones, the debug red flower boxes, this didn't really look very good. I don't know, they didn't really have the right detail or the right texture. They were just like very flat, so I ended up going with the purple ones. But I think once my sims can afford window boxes, I'll buy them some nice red ones. So we are on the inside now. I always do my bathrooms first. I don't know whether that's a me thing or whether that's just a, you know, generally everybody does bathroom first thing. I don't know, but I always feel like I've gotten a lot more done if I do the bathroom first, because then I look at it and go like, oh, I've got like, you know, the rest of the house to done. I've already done the bathroom, so you know, I kind of get them out the way. I wanted to put a divider in here to separate the shower, so I tried using a window instead, but the shadow was just weird with the half wall, and I could have just used a whole wall, but I don't know why I didn't even think of it at the time. But I changed the like the room a little bit later, so I ended up not having any need for it. I wanted the furnishings for this house to be very mismatch, I guess. Like, I don't know. I keep saying I don't know. I do know because I built it and had the idea in my mind the entire time. But when you move into your first home, like in real life, not in The Sims, because you know you can cheat in The Sims, but you know, when you move into your first home, generally a lot of your furniture is secondhand. You've gotten it from friends and family. It doesn't necessarily match. You might have one item that you've bought new yourself, but generally the rest of the items are all kind of odd and from random places. So that's kind of what I wanted it to look like in here. These cupboards, I tried covering up the blue. I wanted the countertops to be black because I kind of wanted it to sort of match that couch because I really liked the blue colour. I end up not going with blue at all, but I end up changing the countertops. I just wanted to hide it with these canvases and try and create like my own custom doors, and I just felt a little bit too lazy in the end and just go with a different swatch of those countertops. So I changed the bed, like I said, to a Seasons one. I actually changed it to a Jungle Adventure one and then change it to a Seasons one because I really like the swatch of this bed. So then I decided I was going to add those lanterns back like I had originally tried to do, because I really like the look of it on the step. But then when I changed my mind again when I go to change the bed to the Seasons one, I then delete those lanterns. I think I might add a different lantern on the step, I don't remember. So these lamps here are base game ones. I wanted them to look like they were on the top of the fence post. I didn't really have anywhere else to put them, but I just wanted it to look nice and cozy. One of the optional, I don't know what they're called, the word has slipped my mind. But anyway, you can see now I've just changed this bathroom and added the shower up on a little step. So what was I saying? So one of the original objectives of the differences in the family tree challenge is that you, in generation 1, you live on an off the grid lot. Now this was too difficult for me, so I decided not to do that. So you can see I changed the bed, but I did want to go with like very minimal electronics, so I don't include like too many lights. So I wanted to just make sure that it wasn't overly dark in here when I haven't included like lamps everywhere and stuff. So I really like this painting because it, you know, creates like a whole big painting, even though it's like 4 little ones, and it's really cute, and it's got like a nice kind of, to me, country kind of style to it. I was going to use 2 different bedside tables, but both of them together just didn't fit with the door. So this clock, I actually got the idea from one of Eva Rocky's videos. I think it's not her last one, I think it's maybe the one before, with the I think it's like a concrete mansion or something. It's a really cool build, and she did this with the clock on the bedside table, and I thought it was a really cool idea, because the table side clocks that we have in this game aren't really the right style. They're very, I don't know, like old mansion-y kind of style. And that's not what I wanted, so I thought it was good to that they, you know, rotated with the tool, and then you can put them on the side table like that. So I don't really include anything in this bathroom, it's literally very plain. On here I add quite a lot of Seasons craftable decorations. I wanted it to look like they had like cards and things from their family for their new home. So I add a couple on this string here, and then I add 2 different like items on the top of the fireplace to make it, you know, look like they were cards that welcomed them into their new home. I tried to add quite a few things, clutter items, when I realised I had quite a bit of money left. But we end up having to delete some of the flowers that I put on the outside because I just couldn't afford to, you know, finish decorating the house, which was kind of sad. But you know, like I said, it's meant to be a starter home. They're not meant to have like loads and loads of stuff. I feel like I've done pretty well though, with the furnishings and the clutter. I mean, this house even has curtains in the end, which I feel like if you've got enough money to have curtains, I think you're doing pretty well. So I add this broom here, and I also add the mop a little bit later. I wanted to add quite a lot of plants in this house because I thought if they're outdoorsy type Sims, you know, they live right on the beach, so they've got fishing, they've got a farm, so they've got gardening. And then, you know, I wanted to add quite a lot of indoor plants too, just to, I don't know, bring their kind of outdoor interests inside. Does that make sense? So I really like what I do with this mirror here. I wasn't sure whether it was going to be functional because it's not on the wall and, you know, moved around so much with tool, but it's functional, so I'm very, very happy about that. I didn't realize it was because I completely forgot to playtest this lot before I uploaded it, because I was like, oh well, it's for my Sims, so you know, if it doesn't work then I'll just change it later. So I completely forgot to playtest it before I uploaded it, but luckily everything works, including the mirror, so very happy. Yeah, this is the little lamp that I include. I think it's base game, so you don't have to worry about not, you know, having that pack, because obviously you will have the base game. So I really like changing the sizes of plants. However, when it comes to the bedroom, you'll see near the end I ran out of money and I really wanted to add a plant in there, so I kind of made my own. I add quite a lot of clutter to the kitchen. Considering I don't really have very much in terms of money right now, I've got like 500 simoleons left. I literally use all of it. I'm not really sure how it happened, because this lot, I think originally just the lot itself costs 1,500 simoleons before you start building on it. And then the house itself is worth like 18,000. So by rights you should still have around 400 left when you move in. I'm probably wrong because I ran out of money and I couldn't figure out where that extra like 400 simoleons went. But yeah, that was a bit weird. So I don't know whether I messed up somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, you should have roughly around 400 simoleons left when you move into this house. So it takes care of your first kind of set of bills, which I think is very handy. So there is the mop that I added. I was going to include the broom from laundry day because I wanted to include laundry, but I didn't want to add the extra pack, so I included the base game brooms instead. Here I really wanted to add this poster on the wall on the corkboard, but I couldn't afford it, so I had to go and delete some flowers. I didn't realize those flowers cost like 50 simoleons, which is kind of sad. So as you can see, I had like no money left, so I am adding my own, which is a debug plant, and this is the top of like a lipstick thing from the base game menu, and then a dirt pile. But that's it from me. Look forward to the tour at the end. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe if you do indeed like it. Like I said, you can find it on the gallery, or Tumblr is linked in the description below. So I hope I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye everyone.